What up, folks? Welcome back to the Ultra Z News. Got a bunch of things to talk about today. Mostly tokusatsu related stuff. A couple anime things, maybe a comic book related thing. But let's start with a topic we've been talking a lot about here on the channel. We have been talking a lot of SSS Gridman toys that are, slated to start dropping at some point soon. This month we're actually getting the old school Gridman Super Mini Plot, and this guy right here will be getting it. So definitely looking forward to getting my hands on that, putting that together, and giving it a review for you guys. I think I'm gonna go backwards and review my old collection piece of the Ultra Act Gridman while I'm at it. So, because I've had some requests for that, so I think I'm gonna do that. But let's talk about the new show and the new things we heard. Now, a while back we saw prototypes for two Good Smile. I think they're called Clover, I believe. Fine Clover, which is their vinyl line of Gridman, of the old school Gridman, and the new SSSS Gridman. So, it's just Gridman also. Now, we haven't heard anything about them in a little while, and we still haven't heard anything about the old school one quite yet. But we got news this week, a couple of things. We have, we're gonna see the kind of origin, the first reveal of Gridman from the show, which is he has purple in him a little bit, little blues, some purples, and that is going to be, unfortunately, a release with a Blu-ray and the first episode of Gridman. However they do it in Japan, they kind of release him separately. So you're going to be able to get that little package. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get that, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'll give it a shot maybe through Zen Market once it's available on some shops out there. We'll see if I could get it, okay? It's definitely something I want. I won't mind the soundtrack. I really like it, and it is what it is. I don't really care about the episode. I've never watched it on Crunchyroll. But it looks good. I definitely want it. Then after that, this past weekend, this weekend right here, the one we're in right now, we were treated to the actual official pics for that particular Gridman and the regular one from Fine Clover, and it looks really nice. The paint looks really good. I don't have any Fine Clover products, but I'm hoping they're really higher end vinyls. Not super high end, but just nicer looking ones. That would be really cool. Because I definitely want them. I'm so hyped on Gridman, guys. I love the old series. And not the Superhuman Samurai Squad stuff, because I really barely watched that stuff at all. Definitely not back in the day, and I tried to catch a little bit in the last few years, and I was like, youch. But I love the Japanese series, which I did see a few years ago as well. And I think it's awesome. Now, the regular Gridman is gonna go for about 3,900 yen, so you're looking about $35 or so, which is a little bit more pricey. But if the paints are a little more premium, that'll be really cool. Definitely into that. Keep it on Gridman and Good Smile, as they've been doing with the show reveals. They keep revealing different modes that their toy can make. The upcoming DX toy, which I believe comes out in January. That is something I do have on pre-order. And this was the DX Buster Gridman combo, and it looks pretty fun. It was pretty crazy in the show, a little bit unwieldy in my opinion, but cool nonetheless. I'm really looking forward to this DX set and all it could do. Alright, keeping with Tokusatsu, but not Gridman, we're going to Redman. Now, if you guys know, there's been a Redman OGN that came out recently, done by Matt Frank, and I haven't read it yet. It's actually in my cart on Amazon, and once I pick up something else from there, I'll probably add that. I'm really interested in reading it because Redman's an interesting character. He's a little bit scary. He's like the Jason of Tokusatsu for Kaiju. But anywho, Volume 2 was announced, and with Volume 2, the drop at the Tokyo Comic-Con will have a special release with an Evolution toy Redman Dark, which is a character they're introducing in the second volume. Man, that's something I'm going to want as well. Even though, like, my Evolution toy experience so far with the Tokusatsu heroes, Toku heroes, has been I kind of just I really want this. I want this Dark, and it's sparked my interest to really read the first volume again, and to check out the second volume as well. Because the idea of a Dark Redman, you know, knowing what I know about Redman is even scarier, so we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how they treated even the first volume, because I have a really specific idea of what Redman should be based on what I've seen of the old series, so we'll see. And you know, I'm in comics, so I get very specific ideas of how comics should be handled, so there is that. I have a lot of experience there. Okay, moving over to the Godzilla franchise. This banana here was, you know, dropped this week into our laps. And this banana is actually King Ghidorah from the last part of the anime Godzilla trilogy. And yeah, it looks like a banana, or a starfish, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna probably put it on top of my tree. There you go. I gave you the idea of it, guys. On my Christmas tree. Yeah, I will get this thing. I already put a pre-order in for it, or an order in, or whatever it is. Unfortunately, like for me, it is available in most shops, but the problem was when it popped up earlier this week, it only popped up at like Amazon Japan and some other like odd shops I've never seen, and you know, we were starting to think maybe it's an exclusive, like some sort of store exclusive, maybe it's an Amazon Japan exclusive. So I put in my order through Zen Market. So unfortunately, I have to pay a little bit more for it. That's my mistake. It's still a vinyl, so it's not going to be that expensive anyway. But yeah, I could have saved some money there if I had some patience. But it looks like a banana, so but it looks like a translucent banana, so there's that. Yeah, all right. Speaking of exclusives, we got this is a little Digimon action. An Ultimate Image Omegamon Merciful Mode. This looks really cool if you like Omegamon. Like, I like Omegamon. This looks something like I might want to get. But it is an exclusive. It's a Gashapon Department Store exclusive Bandai. Of course, it's a candy toy, so it's going to be smaller. Not retails, but it's going to be about 6,500 yen. So, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't really get too many candy toy size stuff, but it does look really cool. Those wings look hot, and I really like the color scheme of this one, so maybe? I don't know. I have already too much stuff to get, but it looks cool. So, talking about a couple little superhero things. Well, maybe just one superhero thing. Revoltech revealed their next Marvel hero, and it's Gambit, and it looks awesome. It looks really awesome. Now, I forgot to because I was on the fence of whether or not I was going to continue with the line, so I forgot to order Psylocke, but when I saw Gambit, it made me want to get that Psylocke too, and now in most Japanese shops, it's sold out. The pre-order is sold out, so order stop. It is available in shops here in the US for pre-order still, but this is Psylocke I'm talking about. But that's just a bit too expensive for me. This Gambit looks really good, though. It really does, and I did put in a pre-order for this. We'll see. I'm a little like iffy on the line, even though I've liked it. I am trying to cut down a few different things, and this line might be on the block. We shall see. Now, something that I saw this week as regards to Funko Pops, which I don't really get too much of. And we recently saw like some Voltron Legendary Defender Pops out there that are coming or about to drop or dropping, and that was cool. I don't know if I talked about it here, but it was a couple of weeks ago now, so there's that. But the thing they revealed this week that made me go, oh my god, is they're doing Flcl pops. Oh man, they look cool. So I'm like, I would really like to get a couple of these at least. So pretty awesome there. I love FLCL, so yeah, that would be nice. Last thing I want to talk about is not really figure news per se, but it could relate to figures down the line. Netflix is doing and it relates because it's Pacific Rim, and I'm a big Pacific Rim guy. Pacific Rim anime series, and it's going to be interesting. It's not really based on the, it's not continuing per se exactly from the last two movies, but it's about like two teens that find a Jaeger in a wasteland-ish area. Like, I don't know what's going on exactly. It might be like way down the line. Maybe the Earth got really messed up by all the kaiju wars, but whatever it is, give it to me, because the Netflix cartoons series have been really good, and I want more. That obviously could turn into a new line of kaiju and Jaeger toys from probably a domestic company. Like, maybe we'll get like Playmates doing it. They did alright with the Voltron license. Pretty good, and maybe we'll get like another company, like a Mattel or a Hasbro or whoever. So yeah, there is that. I'm really looking forward to it. And the last part of that is Masame Obari, who is a famous designer who is designing the, has been designing the SOC. He's designed a lot of stuff, guys. Anime stuff and whatnot, figures. He's the designer behind the SOC full action line. He had illustrated the Japanese movie poster for, which is what you're seeing right now, for Pacific Rim Uprising, and he mentioned, like, it kind of made, toy fandom go crazy, that he would be involved with the new anime series. But it really turns out he just kind of wants to be involved, and please get him involved, guys. Get him involved, because the dude knows what he's doing when it comes to robots. So designs by him would be amazing, and maybe we could get Jaegers that in the SOC full action line down the line from that. How about that? There you go. That's my thought on that and why I wanted to mention it, because it could become pretty cool news down the line. So who knows? It's always good to speculate and do some what ifs here as well. All right, that is the news, guys. I hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts on anything I talked about here, and if you could please like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.